This show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards.
Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I'm James Anthony and today I am reviewing this product right here. It is called Bolted. It is by Jared Manley and this is something I was really excited about getting hold of. Now the product of course is there, Bolted by Jared Manley. It retails at £45.99 and I'm going to give you the ups and downs, the kind of views that maybe you would like to know before you make a purchase of this kind and whether it will fit into your repertoire. Then of course I will be letting you know about the competition which we're still running. You still have chance to enter, so I'll get onto that at the end of the review. So let's get going. So this product, let's just go straight to the trailer first of all. Here we go. So I'm just going to talk over the trailer while we're watching this. And there he is, he's showing a bolt, all the cool stuff, you know, cool angles, great video editing and video work here. So a card is signed, lost back in the park, and then a card can be made to appear inside this bolted acrylic thing and like a safe in a way, a bolted acrylic safe, and that is their signed card. So you can do this in many ways, but they do it as a point where 1 minute they are holding their card in between here and next minute it jumps to between the acrylic. So maybe we'll see that right now. And yes, here we go, looking sharp there, looking sharp and cool. It must be hot with that baseball cap on though. I know I'd get hot if I was performing with a baseball cap on, especially leather like that. Wow. Okay, there we go. So her sign card suddenly jumps and they pick, well, this is another way of presenting this now inside the bag. There's multiple ways of presenting this trick. He goes through nearly 1 hour, 40 or 50 minutes of tutorials. So it's kind of crazy the amount of tutorials you get with this product. So that is one really good part to it. So you show a card, that's not her chosen card, it goes on top of the hand, and this is the presentation that I would most probably be using. And if it's the one I'm thinking of here, I would personally be doing this one and then reach in my back pocket and pull out this thing, but this is a way of doing it inside the bag I think as well. So snap the fingers and the card vanishes. It is of course still there though, and if the card's still there, where else could it be? I really don't know. Come on, let's jump to it. Here we go. So he's going inside, pulling out this little bag. And inside the bag is, of course, the bolted gimmick. Come on, let's see the reveal. Okay, he's got to do the magical moment now. So you create the magical moment. Great camera there, snap. And, of course, it's a bit different without audio. And you know the reason I do this without audio is quite simply for copyrighted reasons. And then that card has vanished, and now her signed card is inside the gimmick itself. So come on, take the gimmick out, let's have a look at it. She can take it out, which is great, and it's bolted inside. So this is the effect. This is bolted, and I will now go through some of the parts of the gimmicks which I like, maybe some parts I dislike as well, and some ways, I don't know, I wish you could kind of do a little bit more with it. I'll tell you what I mean by that. So let's cut off the trailer part. Let's have a little sneak peek at Bolted itself. So first of all, you get the box, which is mega, of course. The MurphysMagic packaging never fails. Magnetic clip, great for holding decks of cards in as well. And inside you have the, of course, tutorial link. You have the black bag. You have, I'm going to show this just because nobody else has a clue what it is. You're going to get something that's injection molded. That's going inside the box. And then you get the gimmick itself, which is right here. So let's do a little close-up of this. Before I do, though, I just want to explain that when you first get this gimmick, you will think, without watching the instructions, that it's a bit greased. There's grease on it. And the grease, actually, lots of little hairs off the bag were also stuck to it. I was like, what's going on here? But he explains that by greasing the edges slightly, it just aids in a certain aspect of this trick. I'm not sure if that's something I would really want to be doing before or during my performances, also getting grease on my fingers while doing a card trick, but it does help potentially with the kind of spectators that will be going and really doing a million things with this. But that's down to your audience management and control. The actual product itself looks really well made. So after I got over the reason why it was like that, I looked at it closer, and when I actually looked inside the gimmick, how it worked, by taking off the bolts, of course, I was surprised how well it was engineered. And it's been engineered so well that it's super easy to get the card in, make their card jump inside this location. So you can do this in your back pocket. I hope I hit my microphone then. I hope that didn't turn it off. You could have it in your inside pocket like he did, inside the bag as well. There's so many different ways you can perform this, inside a deck or a card box as well. And he goes through all of this. And the end result is you're pulling out the acrylic block. It's got a playing card inside it. Their card was in between their hands. It's now vanished, and now they turn it around and there is the signed card. And the great thing about this gimmick is that it really, really looks like the bolts are going right through the card. Even if you take off one of these like this or reduce it down, it actually looks, because of the scratching around it here, like it's going right through. I'm not sure if we're going to get a better view from this side one here, but, oh, by the way, all these products here are in the competition. This is just a few of the products in the crazy competition I'm doing. But here we go. It actually really, really looks like that bolt is going right through. And it's just super realistic. Even if you look really closely from the edges, you can't see anything. It really does look like the bolts are going through, because they are, of course they are. And for this, it is just so well made. It matches perfectly here, and it just fits like a glove. It feels a really nice weight as well in your hands, because of course the bolts are really adding a substantial amount to this. So when the spectator feels this, they really feel like, oh my God, how on earth could the card be inside this? They can try it, of course, and prise it open, because of course it's impossible. And that is the gimmick. So let's sit back down and so the pros. The pros are, it's easy to get the card to the secret location. So, or should I say impossible location. It's super simple. You will need to learn how to palm a card or do some sort of trickery similar to palming. You will have to do that, and you'll have to have the confidence to do that while in performance. Of course, all of that is taught. Now, then on top of that, to be able to do this smoothly without fumbling is something that you're going to have to put time and effort into, like any trick. So if you've never done a card to impossible location, or you've never palmed a card before, then I wouldn't say don't do this. I'd say it is not beyond your learning capabilities, but you are going to have to put the time into both the palming side and then also the non-fumbling side as well. But if all attention is on the card in between their hands, which you must be able to do a DL. If you don't know what that is, PM me, but if you can do a DL, then all the attention of that spectator is on their hands. And while you're either going in the pocket to get a pen or doing whatever it may be, you've got all the time in the world to go and do the dirty work. So you come out with this, and then you can turn it around and it is their card. Let's get on to, okay, so it's super easy to get the card there, by magic, of course. And the climax is, how would I say it? It's somewhat incredible, because of course their reaction is, what on earth is that? First of all, I think that's what would be my reaction. What on earth is this? Why would you get this out of your pocket with two bolts going through it? So I think you would need to come up with a story or a reason for these, or for carrying something like this in your pocket, because that's one side which I don't quite get. Why would you have done this? There's got to be a reason. Because you've got to have made this special piece of plastic, pulled the holes through it, put the bolts through it. So come up with a reason, come up with a story. But then you pull it out, and of course their card vanishes, and now it's inside. And in terms of getting the card there, it's perfect. But what do you do then? That's my main question. So of course, in his performance, he says, well, that's for you, and I get to keep your card now forever. And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't want to hold on to their card forever. Why would I want to hold on to their card forever? I think what the spectator really wants to see at that point is unscrewing the things and taking the card out. That would be the most sensible thing. And the card has the holes in it, and there is their card. Now that is perfection. If anyone knows how to do that, or Jared, if you can come up with a way of doing that, that would just blow people's socks off. I think it does, and it will get fantastic reactions. However, I just feel at the ending, I wish there was just something a little bit more. I wish there was a way of taking off the bolts, and there's their card. And yeah, the fact that I'm now just putting it back in my pocket, and if I see the spectator really taking off these, I have to use audience management, and if they start, prying here, in most cases they're not going to get anywhere whatsoever. So that is as much as I'm going to say about this gimmick. I just feel there was something more at the ending of it. So in terms of the craftsmanship, I've gone over that. It is incredible. It's superbly well made. And like I said, from really close angles, I should have turned off my phone beforehand, it actually looks so convincing, because it is. And I showed this to Christina a moment ago, and she just said, this is just really, really well made. So it's got its pros. I think it's got a great reaction to it. If you're doing this in a parlour situation as well, I think this would fly even more. And I'm just going to put that on silent. Why? Because in a parlour situation, I feel very much in control of a crowd. Somebody doesn't want to be seen messing around for too long if they're under pressure. So because they're under pressure, I can quite happily check out this, open up the bag. It feels heavy, doesn't it? It's impossible. And then I would take it off them and slowly turn it around, and it would be their card so that everyone could see it. And that's a reason for me to take it off them, so that I could then turn around the gimmick and show it to everybody. And and then I'll say, listen, check it out for a second, but tell you what, I'm going to keep this for myself in my pocket. So yeah, let's give it a rating out of 10. I really do like it. I think, first of all, the price is fair for what you get. £45 for a really, really well-made gimmick. And without saying it, the actual placing the card inside has an insert, so like a lip, and the lip helps a lot with it. So this is why I feel it's so easy to do. So for the actual product, let's just stop waffling on. I'm going to give it a rating of 7.5 out of 10. So that, for me, is a very good score. I feel 7.5 is a fantastic product. It's a great trick, good price. It's only the ending which I think I wish that there was something more, and that is it. So there we go. That is the end of this week's Magic World Review show. But don't forget, there's a competition on right now. And although it's getting near the end of this competition, you still have a chance of winning, well, I say one of the random prizes. If you start sharing like crazy, you could win one of the big ones. £200 for 3 separate winners are going to be given away here with products such as like 50 Shades of Red, we've got True Colours, Deep Clear, Stacked, we've got absolutely loads of them, and more and then. But you have a chance of winning random prizes as well. So if you get in just your name down now, you have a chance of winning. And all you do is go to magicworld.co.uk/competition. I'll put it in the show more section down below. magicworld.co.uk/competition. Just put your name and email in, and you will be in with a chance. And if you start sharing and doing a few of the tasks which are on the list, it's like a cool competition, then you end up unlocking certain prizes. And if you get in the top 3, then you have a chance of winning one of the super big prizes as well. So please share that. I look forward to seeing you in the next Magic World Review. Have a fantastic day. Ciao for now.